What's going on, everybody? It's Talking Sports with Mike Reynolds, coming to you with today's sports vlog. I've been MIA for a couple of days on the sports vlog and everything. Like I said, been dealing with the Christmas holidays and things like that, and I've also been, doing a lot of, working on my editing skills with these videos and things like that. So, like I said, we will resume everything starting this Monday, as far as the sports show and everything. Like I said, I did miss this week. I've been doing personal vlogs too, so for all my YouTube users out there that are looking at me on YouTube, like I said, you will see a difference. There'll be Talking Sports with Mike Reynolds vlogs, and then there'll be the Daily Grind with Mike Reynolds, which will also be seen on Facebook also. So like I said, if you guys are on Facebook, look me up, Michael Reynolds. I'm on Facebook and YouTube with these two vlogs and everything. So it's on one channel, but it's like there's two different vlogs. So we got the sports and we got the personal vlogs. So to all my sports fans and things like that, you check out the personal vlogs and everything, and let me know how you guys feel about that. But I just want to get into some Week 17 football right now. Season's coming to a close. Playoffs about to start. One thing I want to get straight is Wade Phillips is safe. Okay, Jerry's not. I want to tell you guys, I am a Cowboys fan. Okay, I live in the DC area. Yes, I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. Like I said, Wade is safe. The coaches that I think that are on the hot seat, Mernelli from the Detroit Lions. It doesn't matter who's coaching. I don't care who's. I mean, it doesn't. Bill Cowher, Jimmy Johnson, anybody. It doesn't. They are sorry. They need to just overhaul the entire front office, give it to everybody, and just start over, man. Like I said, that's how I think that should go. Romeo Cornell, he's definitely out. There's rumors that Marty Schottenheimer will be coming back. I don't know. Like I said, I'll see it when I believe it. Like I said, because Marty been said to be at peace with being at home now. Marvin Lewis, I think a lot of people saying he's safe, but I think he's on the way out. I think it's too much turmoil in Cincinnati. And I understand that Carson Palmer has been hurt, but I still don't think it would have made a difference if he was playing on that. They're just bad this year. They got rid of Rudy Johnson. Why? I really don't know. Like I said, that was something between him and Marvin. Like I said, Chad and Marvin had something going on, and TJ Houshmandzadeh is a free agent this year, so they got to get these things settled before before they get deep into the offseason. Like I said, I think that Marvin Lewis will be on the way out. I just think it's time for him to go and time for Cincinnati to move on with another coach, or they're gonna have to trade Chad. Like I said, they got to sign TJ back. Like I said, so they got to do something. The St. Louis Cardinals, those guys are just straight killing it right now. They're just bums, man. I mean, they look awful. Like I said, they won the West already, so they guaranteed the playoff spot. But they're basically gonna be one and done. So who else we got here? We got that's it, man. What else we got? The 49ers. They ought to stick with Sean Hill and Mike Singletary. Like I said, Singletary is a good coach for that team. So let's get into the picks for this week. We start off with St. Louis, Atlanta. Atlanta has to win this game. I think Atlanta will win the game. Matt Ryan should be Rookie of the Year, flat out. He played tremendously this year. The kid is he's made the people in Atlanta just totally forget about Michael Vick. Like I said, totally. I mean, with the turnaround that they've had, just tremendous. New England at Buffalo. I'm going with Buffalo. Even though New England has won 10 straight, I'm going with Buffalo because I think Buffalo is going to play spoiler. New England has to win in order to get in and get a little bit of help. But I think that Buffalo will win the game and help out the Jets get into the playoffs. But we're going to get to that game too. Kansas City and Cincinnati. Really a game about nothing. I think Cincinnati will win the game. Herm Edwards, he's on the hot seat too, but I think that Herm should keep the job. Herm's a good guy. And if he does get fired, he'll definitely get a job somewhere else. So like I said, and Tony Gonzalez, he needs to get traded, man. I mean, they should have traded him earlier this season, but he needs to be moved to a contender, Philly, somebody that got a real chance at winning the championship. Detroit and Green Bay. Detroit will go 0-16. They will go down in history as the worst possible team ever. I think they're worse than the 76 Buccaneers, man. They're just terrible. I mean, I don't care who plays quarterback, who plays running back, who's the coach, who's the owner. It doesn't matter. I don't care what stadium they play in. It doesn't matter, okay? They're sorry. They're bad. That's it. They're just bad. Tennessee and Indianapolis. Basically, we got a preseason game in Week 17. Tennessee is already locked up number 1 seed. Indianapolis, number 5 seed. So that'll basically be just the playoff game. The Peyton Manning and Curry Collins will probably play 1 or 2 series. That's it. Vince Young is the future of Tennessee. People, don't worry about it. Curry Collins this year he'll be starting this year, and that'll be it. Maybe next year. I don't know. Depends on if they win the Super Bowl championship game. You don't know. Like I said, if they win the Super Bowl, they possibly can bring him back for another year. Have Vince sit out for another year. But Vince is the future. Or, like I said, they may just say, hey, Curry, we'll move you back up and just make Vince the starter next year and say thanks for the Super Bowl or thanks for the championship run or something. I don't know. But ultimately, Vince Young will be coming back next year. Like I said, the next team I'm going to talk about, the Minnesota Vikings, they could possibly try to do something to get Curry Collins up there to Minnesota and help them get to the championship with him and Adrian Peterson. If Tennessee doesn't want to work out with Curry and Curry wants to be a starter in the league. Like I said, so Vince will take over that spot. But the next game will be the Giants in Minnesota. I think Minnesota will win because the Giants won't play their starters. They've locked up, playoffs bye and everything. So Minnesota will win that game. Like I said, they have to win and try to at least make a run at the playoffs. Carolina, New Orleans. Drew Brees has 402 yards to go to break Dan Marino's record of 5,084 passing yards. Will he do it? I don't know. If he does, they'll win the game. If they don't, Carolina will win. Carolina will play their starters because they have to win the game because they want to win to lock up the number 2 seed. If they lose to New Orleans, Atlanta, which will definitely be St. Louis, Atlanta will move into the number 2 spot, and Carolina will come down to number 5. They don't want to be number 5 team going on the road, have to get on the road to Super Bowl. So like I said, I think that they will want to go and lock up that number 2 seed and just go from there. Like I said, Carolina's a very good team, very dangerous on the ground. If those 2 running backs get to going and Del Holmes gets to going with Steve Smith, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. The game against the Giants, they should have won that game. Like I said, they let it slip, but like I said, it will be a rematch more than likely. I think those 2 teams are the 2 best teams in the NFC. The Giants and then Carolina after that. Cowboys, even though I'm a Cowboys fan, I don't know. But Cleveland and Pittsburgh, I think that Cleveland will lose, Pittsburgh will win. Like I said, they'll be resting some starters too, but Pittsburgh will definitely win the game anyway. Tampa Bay, Oakland. I think Tampa Bay will win that game. Oakland sucks. Chicago, Houston, the game with 2 good young running backs. Matt Forte for Chicago and Steve Slayton, who is a complete monster. And I'm telling you guys right now, Talking Sports, Mike Reynolds, you heard it here first. Michael Vick, when he gets out and goes to the halfway house, the Houston Texans should sign Michael Vick. Michael Vick, Steve Slayton, and Andre Johnson will be awesome next year. You heard it here first. Jacksonville against Baltimore. Baltimore's going to win. Jacksonville. Washington, San Francisco, another game. San Francisco is going to win. Why? Because I just hate Redskins, okay? I hate Washington. They suck. Clinton Portis, they're going to lose. Jim Zorn, he's a bum. Miami and New York Jets. Basically, the Jets got to win to get in. Miami got to win to get in. They're going to... Chad Pennington come back to New York to beat his old team. Well, hey, who are you going to go with? Brett Favre or Chad Pennington? I'm going with Chad. Miami will win the game. The Jets will lose. Ultimately, Brett Favre will come back next year, in my opinion, because he's had a good year this year, a decent year, but he'll come back just to give the Jets 2 years out of him. You don't want to trade for a guy and you only give 1 year out of him. So like I said, the same thing with Jason Taylor for Washington. They both will play next year, and that'll probably be their last seasons in the NFL. Dallas and Philly, we got to win the game. Dallas will win. Philly, you guys suck. Seattle against Arizona. Arizona suck. Seattle sucks even worse. Basically, Arizona win the game. They're one and done in the playoffs. They will not win a playoff game. They'll just go in, play the wild card game, and they'll get the crap beat out of them by whoever they'll have to play. More than likely a 6 seed, which will be possibly Dallas if we get in. So that'll be Dallas and Arizona. Dallas will beat them. It'll be over. Denver and San Diego. Real fast. How did San Diego get back? 8-8. They were done. They were done. Denver, all you had to do was win a game. You're in. You idiots. You let San Diego get back in. And what's going to happen? San Diego's going to win the game. They're going to win. They're going to go into the playoffs. You got Indianapolis, San Diego, possibly Baltimore, and the rest of these teams. San Diego's going to win. Denver, you look stupid now. The first game you got by, okay? You should have just locked it up, put San Diego out of his misery, but you didn't do that. You had to lose the game to let San Diego have some hope. And San Diego lucked up and won the game last week and got into it. So this week, they'll definitely win. San Diego, congratulations. You guys will make the playoffs. Denver, you guys suck. Guys, Talking Sports, Mike Reynolds, I'm out. I got 8 more seconds left. Cause like I said, we'll get the thing loaded. Peace, guys.